What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more The Cure, and we're back with what I'm thinking is a Jimi Hendrix, or I think more properly, Jimi Hendrix Experience cover, Foxy Lady. At least that's the tune I'm familiar with, the Jimi Hendrix one, and I think of it used pretty prominently in, I think, the first Wayne's World movie, but yeah, I do. In fact, I tried to react to Jimi Hendrix Experience about a year ago, two tunes, both All Along the Watchtower and Hey Joe, and both of them got blocked globally. Now, these days I would have put them on Patreon, but at the time I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just delete the videos, so maybe I'll come back for that at some point. But yeah, I assume that's what's going on here. If it is an original, I guess I'll know by the difference of the words, meaning I would assume that if you cover a tune, by and large, you're not going to change too much lyrically. Not that you couldn't change things, or not that there aren't covers that take liberties with the words in the track. But sonically, I would be much less expectant that the sound will be similar. So it may not have that telltale guitar riff, but I do wonder if we'll hear the words that I'm familiar with. Let's find out. This is Foxy Lady by The Cure on their 1979 album, Three Imaginary Boys.
When you're ready. Sonny, is it two verses?
No, long. No. This is a good intro. Got to be all mine, all mine. Oh. I see you go back on the scene. You make me want to get up. Foxy, I made up my mind. I'm tired of waiting on my real time. You got to be all mine, all mine. I made up my mind. I'm tired of waiting on my time. You got to be all mine, all mine.
I figured there would be a little extra. But yeah, it was a cover of that tune, very sonically different, a lot of post-punk energy, a bit of that new wave quirkiness, sort of, but definitely more in the post-punk vein, I would say. And yeah, I enjoyed the opening. You know, it has that, there's a bunch of punk albums that I'm familiar with where there's parts between the tracks, or even, you know, on the track itself, where it's them messing around before they start recording, and making jokes at each other after the end of a track. So it feels, again, a bit in the punk world for that reason alone. And yeah, it's just funny to hear some of those lines just performed very differently. There's musical parts that are recognizable, but again, they're expressed differently. They're in a different tempo. So yeah, cool tune, and one that, again, I think shows a very outside the lines character on their debut album. So yeah, knowing that this is not exactly what we'll be hearing going forward, I'm interested in two respects. Just, the material itself, and also the points of departure that lead to different sonic and musical journeys ahead. So yeah, looking forward to it. Once again, shout out to Phil for sharing the Cure, and yeah, let me see what's up next time. Just as I have the playlist out, Meat Hook. Well, you know, there's all sorts of things to say about that. I guess we'll say them when the time comes. Do let me know what you think of this, and I will see you then. Peace.